Hi everyone, this is Natasha from Customer Success Team at Action Step, and I'm just going to take you through marketing campaigns and activities. So what we would like to do is create a marketing campaign that tells us how our customers have found us and also links any income that we receive through different channels into those activities so we know what kind of activity is bringing us what type of income. So in order to set this up, we go to admin and then additional settings and look at our marketing mediums. Now, depending on what activities we're going to enter, which could be things like Facebook, website, word of mouth, then we make sure there's a medium for that. So obviously online or internet would cover Facebook and your website, and word of mouth could just be word of mouth. If you need to add any marketing mediums, then you can do so on this screen by going to the Add Marketing Medium green box and clicking on that and adding the medium that you require. After we've done that, we then want to set up two meta types. One meta type is a marketing campaign. So we create new meta type. We can call that marketing campaign or marketing campaign 2020. We can add an icon if we'd like to change that. What we have to make sure of is that we use this marketing type for marketing campaigns, and we make sure to turn that on. We then have to make sure we add a primary participant to create the meta type. Then we hit save, and then we want to create a different meta type, and this is for our marketing activities. So we can type marketing activities. Again, we can change the icon. And we make sure we use for marketing events, and we turn that on. And then we add our primary participant that we have to in order to create the meta type. Now that they've both been created, what you want to do is create a meta of a marketing campaign type. So you can see there, we click marketing campaign, and then we give it a title. So if we're looking at a whole overview, it could be something just like marketing overview. If it's for a specific year, it can be 2020. However, we may want to have this set up for in the future, so it's all inbound inquiries. We've then created our meta and we click on edit. And this is where we will edit our overview. So we need to set up our start date and end date, and that means that it will pull information from those dates from our meta types. So we want to set it really far back in the past and really far ahead in the future because we want it to pick up everything where we have that data in our workflows. Now we want to untick false activity dates to match campaign dates because we're looking at an overall. We're not looking at a specific campaign. Also, we need to pick where's our income. So do we use estimated value? Do we use our sales pipeline? If not, untick it. What we really want to see is our actual invoice sales. So we want to make sure that's ticked. We also have customer lifetime value, and that's an estimate if that's something you want to use. In this example, I'll just use actual. And we can also add a budget cost or forecasted income. So we can track how much our marketing has cost us, say if we're doing it for the year, and then how much income we think we're likely to receive from our marketing activities. So for this example, I'll put 1,000 and 10,000. Next is where we track our return on income from what meta types. So really anything that's billable, if this is a complete overview, you would want to tick here. Anywhere where we're generating sales. So for this example, I'm going to use immigration conveyancing and initial inquiry. And then hit save. Okay, so this gives us our marketing campaign overview. And you can see the different workflows, sales prospect types that we're bringing into this overview. Now to find this, if we click on Home for Marketing Overview, it does open like a normal matter type. However, if you hover, you can go to Campaign Overview, and that's where we get back to that campaign screen. Now we want to add some marketing activities. So you think about all the different marketing activities that your business performs to get clients to you. So you could have all different ones like a Facebook page or a website or word of mouth. Word of mouth is a big one. So our first marketing activity we're going to do is word of mouth. And we can save that down. Then we can go back to our overview and we can add another one. And we can add as many as we like. So we'll add another one now, and that will be our Facebook page. Add another one, and that's our website. Okay, so there are our three marketing activities. Now, if we go in and we look at one of these, we can actually edit the activity by clicking on Edit Activity in the right-hand corner. And we can see the campaign it belongs to and the start and end dates, but we can also have a cost in relation to this activity and for forecasted income from this activity alone. And this is where we pick our marketing medium. So if we are doing Facebook ads and that's costing us money, we can put that in there and see what sort of income we're generating from that. And is it a worthwhile investment? We can then select online from our marketing medium and hit save. And we can do that for each activity. So then we want to find our campaign matter type. And this is where we always come to see our overview. Now we can edit this campaign at any time. So if you do add a new workflow and you want it added to the campaign, you click Edit Campaign and you can tick any other workflows. So you can add things in at any point in time. Now what we want to do is think about how we're going to enter this information. So how do our staff or ourselves know where these clients are coming from? And a good way to do that is to add it to the workflow. So if we go into, say, here, an initial inquiry workflow, so we look at the workflow steps. Now, if we click, let's say, the start step, we can add this information to that step so that we know to look for it and to ask for it on that step. So we turn on marketing medium, and the first step action is sales data. So if we turn that on, that will give us options for sales status, and then we can turn on marketing medium, which will bring through those marketing activities. So now if I create a matter, we'll create initial inquiry matter. I'll just give it a test name. We can then add our activity. And this one, let's say, was word of mouth. We can now create that matter. So now if I go into the matter and I build the matter, no, making sure that we add a client and a lawyer, of course. Okay, add them in quickly. Now we'll just go. We'll bill our initial inquiry. So just going to add a quick fix fee. Okay, save and approve that. Okay, so we've now billed one of those initial inquiries, which come under the word of mouth. So now if I look at my marketing overview, okay, so I can see the actual income generated there for word of mouth. Now, if you click on the activity itself, it will have a complete breakdown of each matter and where that return on investments come from. So obviously we keep going in, we keep adding those to our workflow. So every time we create a matter, we enter that information where it's come from, and then you can see what income's generated from each activity. I hope that was really helpful. Thanks very much for watching.